Coffee and convo, y'all. Let's get it.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Yo, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. And salute to our proud sponsor over here at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure you guys head over there, get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. And they are the fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description. And also it will be in the comments section pinned. Salute once again to our proud sponsor, BetUS. It's always good to see my people here in the building. I see Green Dot Gang, Erica, D-Ram, AP, man, Mondo, Gio, Ira Jackson. Always good to see my guy Ira in the building. Can't get right. Salute to you guys, man. Do me a favor, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Make sure you hit them thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. And salute to my father, the one and only, the GOAT himself, Hug D's in the building, who is going to be holding down the chat this whole live stream, man. There is a lot to talk about today, you guys. A lot of updates. The last week of preseason, thank the Lord, real football is almost underway. SoFi Stadium, week 1, Chargers, Jim Harbaugh and company. I am counting down the days. And man, salute to our guy, man, Nick 209, also with a $5 haymaker. Mitchell Mania, I'm coming around. Just win, baby. Salute to my guy, Nick. I appreciate you on the first super today, my brother. It means a lot to me. And yes, Minshew Mania is in full swing, and I'm here for it. Interesting development, though, Nick, right? Because Antonio Pierce, our head coach, came out and stated that, Aiden O'Connell is not going to be playing in this last preseason game. So it's going to be Carter Bradley getting the start, then Nathan Peter Goat pretty much wrapping up the game, probably be a half and a half. But it's interesting, right? It's like, Aiden lost out. He did not win the quarterback 1 job. But for him to not go out there and get some extra reps kind of tells me something. This is like a 1A, 1B quarterback 1 type situation. It's kind of like Red and Debo, right? Like, it's that the bike. It's kind of like, it's both ours. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no O'Connell with Gardner Minshew. It's like the Red and Debo effect. With the chain. It's kind of, with the bike. It's kind of like it's both of ours in a sense. I'm actually shocked by that. I thought that Aiden O'Connell would have went out there and got a few reps. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. I guess they've seen enough from him in training camp in those first 2 preseason games to rest him and sit him out. And, is what it is. But Carter Bradley will be getting the start. Our UDFA out of South Alabama, he will be getting first-team reps against the 49ers this Friday, tomorrow night. And it looks like Nathan Peter Goat will wrap up the game at the quarterback 1. Oh, at the quarterback position, not the quarterback 1. Don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. Salute to the Mokes in the building, man. Hey, Hug D's. I'll be quiet when he leave. I'll be talking again. Salute to everybody here in the building. Once again, y'all wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Just salute to my brother, LV Maximus, the official Shieldmore Security. He is in the building as well. No, No way in hell you're cutting Tyree Wilson. Too much money on the books. He's owed, I believe, $14.5 million the next 2 seasons. You still have to allow this young fella to develop, man. You know what I mean? So give him the season, man. Let's see what we got with him. Everybody is giving up on Tyree Wilson way too early. I know the get off is disgusting at this point. You know, I know that pretty much a bull rush is pretty much the skill set that he has, but I'm allowing him to develop a little bit, man. Let's see what he looks like, you know, with some real live reps. I'm not willing to give up on the kid just yet. You know what I mean? Let's go through the season, see what we have. And you know, if he doesn't ball out, if he doesn't play to the standard that we expect him to, then maybe, just maybe, a team will take a flyer on him, you know, because he's a top 10 pick. So we shall see. But I'm not giving up on Tyree Wilson just yet. Way too early. Way too early, man. Salute to Snake Fist. Appreciate you, brother. As always, man, thank you so much on two $10 haymakers. Greetings, Graphk. What's your thoughts? Here's what I think. AP said GM is starter from the first half of the season. 3-1, he gets 4 more weeks. 2-2, AP tells AOC to warm up. 1-3, AOC starts game 5. You know, in a perfect world, we don't have to worry about that, right? Gardner Minshew goes out there and plays out of his mind. The defense, you know, backs up all the expectations that we have for him. And Gardner Minshew is the guy. As much as you guys know, I like Aiden O'Connell. I don't want to see him out there because that means that we failed these first 4 games. And I know that Antonio Pierce kind of put it out there as breaking the season down by quarters. But I said this a few shows ago, you guys. I want to see Gardner Minshew succeed. And if Aiden comes in, that means that we're 1-3. We're 0-4. You know, we're potentially 2-2, and Gardner looks like trash. You know what I mean? So I do not want to see Aiden O'Connell at all this season. You know, God forbid, unless there's an injury to Gardner Minshew, then our second-year guy out of Purdue can come in. But I do not want to see Aiden out there. You know what I mean? The veteran is out there. I believe, 5-6-year veteran, former Pro Bowl guy, looked pretty good with Indianapolis last season. Give him all the opportunity in the world to go out there and take this team to the next level. So salute the Snake Fist. But I have to agree with you, though. If he does struggle that first quarter, we may see Aiden O'Connell. I mean, simple and plain. Salute the Snake Fist, my dog, man. Appreciate you as always. And I want to tell you guys this, man. I woke up feeling really good, man. God really is good. And I'm not trying to get on my, on my soapbox like wasted. I hope that every single one of you guys are being the best version of yourselves today, man. Real talk, man. It's a blessing to always have the opportunity to see another 24 hours, man. I hope and pray that every single one of you guys here in the chat, almost 400 strong, are being the best version of yourselves today, man. Pay it forward, you know what I mean? And just be the best possible person that you can be today, man. Real talk. Also, you guys, there was an update on Brock Bowers. He hasn't practiced since last week. He's dealing with a foot injury, but Antonio Pierce did state that he's being very safe with Brock Bowers. So there's nothing to worry about here. They're just playing it safe and protecting him. This is what Antonio Pierce said in the presser. He has a foot injury, and we just want to protect him. But he expects him to be available week 1 when we face the Chargers. So I know a lot of people were wondering and expecting, what's going on with Brock Bowers? Why is he not out there, right? Well, he's dealing with a foot injury, okay? But it looks as though he will be available come week 1, and I'm not worried about Brock Bowers, man. This dude is a fighter. He's one of the ones, and he's going to take the NFL by storm this upcoming season. But a lot of people were hitting me up. Same thing with Tommy Eichenberg as well, Redbone. Facts. Being very, very safe with him. Apparently, he was dealing with a leg injury. And the same thing with Tommy Eichenberg. They're just playing it safe. But he shall be ready for week 1 as well. Antonio Pierce expects both those guys to be available. And it looks like JPJ will be available as well come week 1. Doesn't look like he'll be the starter. That's going to be either Cody Whitehair or Andres Pete at the left guard position. It looks like one of the veterans will have that spot until JPJ is up to speed, or if one of them just absolutely shits the bed at the left guard spot. And Cole Miller, he's back out there at practice, you guys. He will be available week 1. It looks like we will have our starting left tackle out there when we face one of the better pass rushes in Bosa, Khalil Mack, and TT, man. Tully's a dog out there as well. So, it looks like we're starting to get all these guys back and prepared for week 1. But I know a lot of people worry about Tommy Eichenberg. I know a lot of people were worried about Brock Bowers, JPJ, and Colton Miller, including myself. It looks like all these guys will be available come week 1. So we still have a little over 2 weeks, to get ready, get prepared, get healthy for our first appearance at SoFi Stadium week 1. Let me see. Also, a few other updates, you guys. This is coming from Antonio Pierce's presser as well. He addressed the media Wednesday. Salute to Levi Edwards. A few takeaways. UDFA Carter Bradley will start Friday after going 6-7 against the Cowboys. We talked about that. Jackson Powers Johnson will be held out, but he is expected to be ready week 1 versus the Chargers. Great sign for our second rounder out of Oregon. And then Christian Wilkerson, Terrell Bynum, and Jalen Guyton are pushing for those last 1 to 2 available spots in that receiver room. So that's interesting, you guys. It looks like Ramel Keaton probably didn't do enough, to potentially snag one of those starting spots. He may be a practice squad guy if someone doesn't, take him from us. It happens year in and year out. But it looks like 1 or 2 spots will be available in that wide receiver room. And it looks like Christian Wilkerson, Terrell Bynum, and Jalen Guyton will be fighting for those spots. Me personally, if I'm a betting man, if it's 1, it's Christian Wilkerson. If it's 2, I'm giving it to Wilkerson and Jalen Guyton. Christian Wilkerson looked really good out there in training camp. I'm hearing really good things about him, and he's kind of built that rapport with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. So I'm expecting him to make this roster. If it's 1 or 2 spots, if it's 1, I got Wilkerson. If it's 2, I got Wilkerson and Jalen Guyton, the guy that Tom Telesco brought in from their time together with the Chargers. But don't be shocked if it's just 1 spot, okay? Because, this heavy 12 personnel, we may carry more tight ends. So there may be 1 less roster spot for one of those wide receivers. So it may be a look of Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, we can say Christian Wilkinson, and then we may carry maybe 3 or 4 tight ends. I'm assuming we're going to at least carry 3, right? With Brock, Michael Mayer, and then Harrison Bryant, the veteran as well. He'll make this roster, and then maybe one of those guys, the Cole Fotheringhams of the world, maybe they find a roster spot as well. But you know what? And put DJ Turner in there as well. I have a feeling that he'll be one of those guys that doesn't only play special teams. He is a phenomenal gunner for that special teams unit, but expect him to make one of those roster spots as well. So I'm assuming maybe Devontae, Jacoby, Tucker, Turner, and maybe Christian Wilkerson, the 5. And if you want to add Jalen Guyton, if we have 6 guys in that wide receiver room to make this roster. So it's going to be interesting. I was actually shocked to see Terrell Bynum on that list. A guy that we brought over in training camp that a lot of us assume would just be a camp body. So something to monitor moving forward. Let me see. Did I miss a few in the chat? Nope. Okay. Salute. Sean, I wanted to say that as well. I haven't talked about that. And real quick, happy birthday to our best player on this roster, the captain, the heart and soul of this team, the engine of this team. 27 years old today, man. Salute to Max Crosby, man. I mean, this guy has had a phenomenal career up to this point. Salute to ML football. 2-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 5th defensive lineman since 2000 to reach 90-plus tackles in a season, most tackles for a loss since entering the league last season, 92.0 PFF grade, 14.5 sacks, 58 stops, first in the league, 95% playing time, first in the league, 23 tackles for a loss, first in the league, 1,081 snaps, first in the league, 90 tackles, second in the league, and 94 pressures, man. Happy birthday to our guy, Max Crosby. It's such a blessing to have this guy on this roster. He's doing phenomenal things in the community, doing phenomenal things with his sobriety, with all of his platforms, the podcasting, and he's definitely paying it forward, man. Salute to Max Crosby, not only a football player, but the human being, man. My guy, man, happy 27th birthday, my dog, man. Real talk. Still hella young, right? Still super young. It's crazy, man. And I agree with you, Senor. MVP, Defensive Player of the Year coming, man. Salute. Sean, but I loved it. I know a lot of people were kind of beating up Gardner Minshew for that play. For you guys that don't know what Sean is talking about, there was a video that went viral from the open practice Tuesday where Max Crosby pretty much got a pick and took it to the crib. Now, I don't know if you want to call it that, because at one point, I believe Harrison Bryant was the one to kind of track him down. He put a hand on him. I think at one point, he could have been taken down. But hey, I'm gonna call it a Max Crosby pick six, right? And he even dunked in the field goal post. So you love to see it, but I'm not gonna beat up Minshew about that, man. That's Max, one of the GOATs, man, making a great play. You know what I mean? So if you guys didn't get an opportunity, it went viral all over the place, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. It's all over YouTube as well. Phenomenal play by Max Crosby with that pick six on Gardner Minshew, man. Yeah, Red Ball, he's just that guy, period. Facts. Let me see. And Goose, you know what? That's Joe Philbin's job. That's Luke Getsy's job. That is James Craig's job in his second stint with the Raiders, to make sure that our young pup JPJ is going about his business the right way. He definitely needs to clean it up a little bit, because we need him to stay healthy. This is a very pivotal part of this team moving forward. I have really high expectations. For those who aren't new to the channel and watch the whole draft process, I was so high on Jackson Powers Johnson. He was my favorite offensive lineman, like all across the board. Left tackle, right tackle, guards, center. It doesn't matter. He was my favorite offensive lineman in this draft. We need him moving forward. I think that he is going to be a crucial part of that unit on that offensive line. But you're right, Goose. Definitely got to clean some things up, but that's on the coaching staff. They got to make sure that they work with him, on everything when it comes to his skill set. Let me see. Yeah, and LV, man, Snowden looked good out there. Charles Snowden, I wouldn't be shocked if that guy made the back end of that, that unit as a defensive end, as an edge rusher. He looked pretty good out there in preseason, man. I wouldn't be shocked if Snowden was one of those guys that, we got Max, Malcolm, Tyree's going to make the roster, whether it's on the outside or inside. Janarius Robinson's going to make this roster. I can definitely see Charles Snowden being one of those guys that take one of those last spots as an edge rusher, man. He looked pretty good. Let me see. Hey, I would love it, Sean. That would be so fire. Salute to Mondo, man. King, you think we see more of Laube versus the Niners? Yes. And he was getting first and second team reps out there at open practice. You're going to see a lot of Laube this upcoming game against the Niners tomorrow night. Definitely, Mondo. We're going to see a lot of him. They want to see what he can do. They want to evaluate him a lot. I do believe that you're going to see a dose of Sincere McCormick and Britton Brown also a lot, probably in the second half. But I believe that Dylan Laube is going to get a lot of those first team reps that first half. So definitely something to monitor. And, they kind of put him in with a lot of the thirds and fourths string guys. And we didn't really get a chance to see Dylan Laube get out there and make some plays. You know what I mean? And it's kind of, frustrating, man, because I know how talented Dylan is. I'm expecting a heavy dosage of Laube tomorrow night against the 49ers. Our last preseason game. And I'm hoping that my guy can go out there and get a couple touchdowns and prove a lot of us in Raider Nation right that are behind him and beating the table for this guy to make this roster. But I still believe Dylan's going to make this roster regardless. He's too talented to not, you know what I mean? And I think that it's going to be a big battle to watch Sincere McCormick and Britton Brown try and potentially carve out a role, whether it's on the practice squad or the active, 53-man roster. So we shall see. Just another DJ, I don't want to put anything out there into the universe. I kind of knew about this situation for a while. I don't know, how serious it is, but I know our guy Trey is dealing with something. And, but at the end of the day, man, I'm hoping that our guy can make this roster. It kind of sucks that he didn't really get an opportunity to go out there and get a ton of reps in preseason because he's dealing with something. But I'm just hoping and praying that Trey can somehow, some way still find a way to carve a rollout. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult, man. That safety group is phenomenal. Jaden Grant looked really good out there in training camp, looked okay out there in preseason as well. Going to be interesting to see where our guy Trey fits in the grand scheme of things. But this guy is such a phenomenal player, man. He's such a talented guy. And I'm hoping and praying that he can figure out a way, man, even with what he's dealing with right now, to somehow, some way make this roster. So we shall see. But salute to our guy, Trey Taylor. Love our guy, man. Phenomenal human being, great football player. And guys, I don't know if you've seen this. Nate Hobbs did not practice. The open practice, I believe he sustained a foot injury, took him out. He was back out there. The nation was a little nervous. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, our starting nickel went down with an injury. You know, durability has been an issue with him, but he did get back out there. He didn't practice yesterday. Palamau was out there getting starting reps at the nickel spot. Interesting, man. You know, 6'4", you know, lengthy, big body guy. Palamau, you know, he has that third safety spot up to this point. It's going to be interesting to see moving forward what that position looks like. If I'm the Raiders, I am going out and I'm going to get Tyler Hall. He was just released, I believe, with an injury settlement with the Philadelphia Eagles. He already knows this system. There's no reason not to go out and bring in Tyler Hall back. I don't even know why we didn't bring him back in the first place. This guy can come in and play starter minutes at the nickel spot if need be. If Nate Hobbs, you know, is dealing with it, if that foot injury lingers, right? I do believe he's going to be ready week 1. I'm not worried about Nate Hobbs, but he has dealt with some things in the past. And bring Tyler high-stakes Hall back. Bring him back. You know what I mean? Because Palamau, I want to see him at the safety position. I want to see him play that box safety role, you know, where he's kind of lined up at, you know, very close to the line of scrimmage. The guy is a missile, man. They're going to blitz. They're going to send him on blitzes a lot this upcoming season, man. He's quick. He's fast. He can get to the quarterback. But we need to bring in another guy that can potentially play those backup minutes at the nickel spot. I know MJ Devonshire seen some in preseason as well, I believe. But he's a rookie, 7th-round guy. He struggled a little bit in preseason, and that's expected from a young guy, especially a 7th-rounder. So bring him back. Bring Tyler Hall back. If we can, you guys, go on Twitter, go on Instagram. We need to put up a poll somewhere, everywhere to tell people, bring Tyler Hall back. Tom Telesco, bring Tyler Hall back. He knows the system. He's very familiar with Patrick Graham. Bring that guy back. And salute. I'm missing a few supers. My apologies, you guys. I'm kind of on my soapbox this morning. I'm excited to see you guys. It's been a few days since I went live. A lot to cover. Salute to Okie. Dog, my daughter just took her first 6 steps. Proud father moment. Raiders! Man, that is so fire, Okie. Salute to my guy, man. Appreciate you on the $5 special. And congratulations, man. There's nothing better than fatherhood in this world, man. Salute to Okie, man. Great moment for our Raider brother, man. Salute to Patriot Fresh. This is my guy, Will. Salute to my brother out there in Boston. Hey, you still owe me 25 more, motherfucker. Real ones know. Salute to my guy, Will, my dog. Appreciate you, as always, for stopping in and rocking with OLV Raiders Network, man. Salute to my guy, Will. Salute to Rosetown native. Give it all for Sanders or a quarterback. Wait, give it all for Sanders at quarterback, maybe? If GM ain't it, salute to my guy, Rosetown native. I think you're pretty much stating that if Gardner's not the guy this year, do whatever it takes to go get Shadir, always butcher his name, Sanders, right? I'm not going to talk about it yet, Rosetown. I'm going to give Gardner Minshew every chance in the world to go out here and ball out and be that quarterback moving forward. So we'll talk about that at a later date. I don't want to put any negative energy into the world. Sanders is an intriguing talent. I want to see what he looks like out there in Colorado this year. His offensive line was very, very bad last year. He was sacked, I think, like 40, 50 times, just some crazy shit, right? So I know they were trying to clean up that mess on their O-line. We'll see what he looks like this year, but Gardner Minshew mania, baby. Minshew mania. Salute to my guy, Rosetown. Salute to Raider LT. My guy, man. Let me see. Moving to Texas and was with Trey's father on Sunday. He was trying to sell me a house. Yes. Real good dude. Hope Trey's making the team. Yes, man. Salute to Raider LT. Yes. Trey's dad, I believe, is a real estate agent out here in Frisco, Texas. And they're just genuinely good people. Genuinely good people. I'm hoping that somehow, some way, even without the reps in preseason, it's going to be difficult, especially as a 7th-round guy. Jim Thorpe Award winner, you know, it's going to be difficult for him to find a way to be on the active roster with no reps. But I'm hoping, man. I'm praying. I just sent the message also to Mama Trey, man. Salute to Mama Trey. I'm saying that we're all praying for, you know, the family and hoping that they can, that you know, he'll be back soon. So salute to Raider LT, my guy. Well, hey, I don't know what you mean, man. Tyler Hall looked pretty good for us. You know what I mean? And he's a guy that knows the system. If there's 2 guys that you can bring out right now with all these cuts that are going to happen here soon, you could bring in a Dory Jackson, some extra corner depth that's very familiar with Patrick Graham. We've talked about him a million times, right? And then you can bring in a Tyler Hall that already knows the system. It's a plug and play type move if Nate Hobbs, deals with anything this upcoming season in terms of injury. So I don't know why it makes all the sense in the world, Walt, to bring him back. Raider Clan, man, salute to my guy. A member for 5 months, man. Salute to Green Dot Gang. If you guys want to become a member, man, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's definitely one of the best ways to support what we do over here at OLV Raiders Network. As always, man, Clan, salute to my guy, and salute to the Green Dot Gang in the building. Joseph says, Isaiah Pola-Mao is going to be getting looks as a backup nickel corner. Yeah, we talked about that. Does that mean Raiders are carrying 5 safeties? Potentially. I know, Joseph, that they like Jaden Grant a lot. Our young UDFA out of, what is it? West Oregon, East Oregon, something like that. But I've been hearing great things about him. And even when I did the interview with Trey, he was telling me that Jaden Grant's a dog. He was saying, he's one of the ones. He's one of the ones. And he said that he was really turning heads out there early on at OTAs, at Costa Mesa and early on in Vegas before we went out to California. So keep an eye on him. Oregon State, there you have it. Salute to OSU. My apologies for butchering that. But he may find a way to make this roster. So it's going to be interesting. But I do believe at this point, Pola-Mao, Marcus Epps, Merrig, and then you got to look at Trey and you got to look at Jaden Grant. And then we'll see what Chris Smith looks like this upcoming game against the Niners tomorrow as well. I'm hoping that we see a lot of Chris Smith. This is a guy that I was very, very high on coming out of Oregon when we drafted him in the 6th round a few seasons ago. A captain, of that major stout defense they had at Georgia, 2-time national champ. I want to see what he can look like out there against the Niners. And from what I'm hearing, you guys, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm hearing that the Niners may play some starters out there. So it's going to be interesting if they do, because we're going to see a lot of our backups out there. We're not playing any starters tomorrow. So I want to see what some of these young pups look like against real talent. I'm hoping that the Niners, play a series or 2 with their starters out there so we can see what these young guys look like out there. Let me see. Salute to my guy, Byron's Best Bets. My son got the starting safety spot on his team. Salute to you. My son did too. He came in yesterday from practice. I think Tuesday was the day, because I had to do the AFC West Roundtable. Salute to everybody that's been pulling up over there. I don't think you guys realize what we did. We made history over there at Roundtable Sports. 3 lives, 3 shows, and we're monetized already over there, you guys. That is unheard of. First division to do that in Roundtable Sports. 3 lives, and we're already monetized, man. Phenomenal. Salute to you guys for always showing up over there. Tuesday nights, we will be doing the AFC West Roundtable, and we're going to keep cooking over there, man. But my son started safety. It looks like he'll be there, and then he's going to be getting some reps also at the wide receiver position, and it looks like he may be a backup quarterback as well. So I love it, man. Salute to you, Byron. Congratulations, brother. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Let me see. Oh, and I want you guys to know as well, I was gifted a few more tickets for that open practice at Allegiant Stadium. Salute to Roy and the others that gifted me the tickets to give away to the nation. I didn't do a giveaway on the live. I'm so sorry. I got caught up in real life. So I gave them to a few people that I knew in Vegas that hasn't had an opportunity to go to Allegiant Stadium yet. So I believe I gave away 3 or 4 tickets behind the scenes. I want everybody to know who gifted me those tickets. They did not go, they were not wasted. I gave them away to a few people out there that has not had the opportunity to go to Allegiant Stadium yet. So salute to everybody that was sending me tickets behind the scenes. I know I said I was going to give a giveaway or do a giveaway on a live. Life be life, and sometimes, but I definitely made sure that a few of our people that never had the opportunity to step foot in Allegiant Stadium got the opportunity to do so. So salute to everybody that went out there and did their thing. Salute to Mondo, man, my God. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's talk about this Niners game, you guys. 30 minutes into the show. I want to ask you guys, what is your opinion on some of these players that we're going to be looking at very, very closely in terms of evaluation and potentially making this 53-man roster. I already know Dylan is my number one guy. I'm keeping an eye on Dylan Laube tomorrow. I'm expecting to have a big game out of him. Expect Laube to have a ton of reps in that first half. Definitely watching that running back group as a whole. I want to see what Sincere McCormick can do. He needs reps. He's done pretty well with the reps that has been given to him. All he needs is an opportunity to get more and more reps. Britton Brown is kind of on the outside looking in, but I'm watching that running back room very, very closely tomorrow. The O-line, a few of these backups, the Ben Browns, he's been getting some reps at the center position. Some of these guys on the tail end of that O-line, Jordan Meredith, I'm watching him very closely. I know that they like him a lot. He's a guy that can provide versatility up and down that O-line. Two guys to keep an eye on, the Ben Browns of the world, and also Jordan Meredith. I'm expecting him to get some reps out there as well. Will Putnam, another center out of Clemson, the guy that, went out there and got into it with Max Crosby and Robert Spillane. You love to see the young fellas out there, going back and forth. You love it, man, standing up for himself. That's what you want from these rooks, man. I guarantee you he gained a lot of respect in that locker room for it. I want to watch what he can do. Who else? Ramel Keaton, UDFA out of Tennessee. Can he figure out a way to go out here and put out some great film and potentially, crack this roster as a practice squad guy or the tail end of that wide receiver room? Definitely watching him closely. That defensive line, I want to see Snowden. People brought him up. I want to see what he looks like. Tyree, I expect Tyree to get some reps. As much as crazy as that sounds, Tyree needs to go out there and make some few splash plays for us to get hyped up about him. DJ Glaze, Mondo, you're right. Definitely want to see him go out there and get some reps. I think that they already love Glaze. Pause if necessary. I think they have really, really big plans for him moving forward. Salute to our rookie, third-round guy out of Maryland. He's looked good out there. Let's get to the defensive side of the ball. Amari Gaynor, one of my favorite players in preseason thus far. Florida State transfer to North Carolina. UDFA has looked really good out there. Hopefully, man, he could be a guy that can add some value at the linebacker position as a pass rusher. He's been all over the place. He has been all over the place in preseason. I'm watching him very closely. Nesta Jade. McCall has not done anything. John Jenkins, the OG, is getting up there in age. We're going to need somebody that can provide potential reps at the nose tackle position behind John Jenkins because he is getting up there in age. I want to see what the young pup, seventh rounder out of Arizona State can do. Nesta Jade. I'm watching him very, very closely tomorrow. He had some pretty good reps against Minnesota. He looked okay against Dallas. Watching him very, very closely tomorrow. And then once again, we talked about it. Chris Smith at the safety position. I want to see him go out there. I want to see him play the whole game. Chris Smith, like AP, Patrick Graham, please put him out there and allow him to play most of that game. Yeah, you're right too as well. Devin Shire, I want to see what he can look like. Richardson as well, the young rook. I want to see what those guys can look like at the cornerback position as well, because we need depth this season, you guys. We need depth in that corner room. Jacorian, struggled last year in his rookie year. Jack is going to be that corner one. Nate Hobbs, once again, he's one of them ones, but he has struggled with durability. We need some depth in that corner room. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on the young pups, Richardson and Devonshire. Who else? That linebacking group. Can Amari Burney find a way? To make this roster? Can he? I don't know. I think it's pretty far-fetched. To me, he looks like he may be a practice squad guy, but I want to see a heavy dosage of Amari Burney out there tomorrow at the linebacker spot. Definitely. Joseph Eichenberg is not playing. He's not playing. They have real high expectations for him. They believe in him a lot. And there's no reason to go out there and put him out there while dealing with an injury. They're being very cautious with Tommy Eichenberg, the young pup out of Ohio State. I don't expect to see him at all. But he shall be ready for week 1 from what Antonio Pierce is saying. Salute to Raider Reaper. Graphk Jr. pick 6 off Brady Jr. winning Super Bowl 72. Talk that shit. Salute to my guy Raider Reaper, my dog. I can't wait to go to my son's practice today, man. It's gonna be some fun, man. Salute to my guy Reap on a $2 donation, man. Salute to George Hubbard as well for becoming Green Dot Gang If you guys want to become Green Dot Gang, hit the link. It's pinned up top. George, welcome, brother. Salute to you, man. Thank you so much for the support, man. Welcome to the OLV Raiders Network family in terms of the Green Dot Gang, my guy. Arnie, good question. Good question. Yeah, hey, Graham, I definitely seen Esther J's mic'd up video. He's one of the ones. And I seen the Christian Wilkins one as well. Man, this team is fun, man. This team is fun. I'll tell you one right now. They're definitely going to be entertaining, and they're definitely going to be a feisty group this upcoming season. You know what I mean? Whether we win a lot, lose a lot, I'm going to tell you now, this is going to be an entertaining group on and off the field, man. I think that they got the camaraderie, and this is just it's going to be fun to watch this team this upcoming season. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Yeah. Arnie, a surprise cut is Brandon Faison. Brandon Faison. They had high hopes for him going into the season, the 6'3" corner. You know, they were at one point talking about him potentially being that corner 2 opposite of Jack Jones. And it looks like that's Jacorian Bennett's job. And, you know, he's been dealing with some things. We haven't seen him out there at all in practice, at all in preseason. I mean, is it really a surprise cut at this point? I don't know, but I'll go with Brandon Faison. I don't think that with the money he's getting paid, he's going to make this roster. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. He's one of them ones. He's one of them ones. Let me see. Diesel says, damn, gotta watch 45-second ads before I get A Diesel, man. Welcome to YouTube, brother. Welcome to YouTube. Gotta pay the bill somehow, King. Salute to you. Yeah, Dan, I agree. I mean, where are you? You're a veteran. You know, this is your second stint in Las Vegas. You know, Graham and company, they wanted that big body corner on the outside, 6'2", 6'3", I believe. We thought that maybe, just maybe, this guy would be, you know, at least a great a great rotational piece for us at the cornerback position. And yeah, it looks like he's not going to be one of them ones. So he would probably be, to me, the most easy surprise cut going into week 1 before we face the Chargers. Edgar, I wouldn't be shocked. I don't think that would be a surprise, though. I don't think that would be a surprise. You know, another guy, I mean, would this be a surprise? Byron Young. You know, he was doing his thing, you know, in the off season, uploading videos of him working out. We were hearing pretty good things about him in training camp. I believe he came up with a few sacks, and he looked pretty good out there at training camp, right? And then you don't hear from him. Dallas ran the ball down Byron Young's throat. So that may be a guy that doesn't make this roster. Would that be technically a surprise cut? A former 3rd round guy. He was taken in the same round with Trey Tucker when we had those back-to-back picks. Maybe him. Maybe Byron Young would be an interesting guy that maybe doesn't make this roster. Salute to my guy, Hug D's. Graphk, you expecting anything out of Carter Bradley? There was once a time that a rookie won a starting job in the last preseason game. Salute to you, Hug, and this is facts. But, hey, man, I'm not expecting too much from this kid, to be real with you. I don't even know if he makes the roster, Hug. You know, Nathan Peterman is a guy that knows Luke Getsy's scheme. He was with him in Chicago for 2 years. You know, if we carry 3 quarterbacks, I don't know if Carter Bradley is going to be the guy. We already moved on from Anthony Brown Jr. after that terrible showing against Minnesota. I don't know if Carter Bradley makes this roster. You know, it sucked that they didn't give him any opportunity to throw the football against the Minnesota Vikings. We ran the ball every time he was on the field. And then he finally got an opportunity to throw the football where I believe he went 6 for 7, somewhere around there against the Dallas Cowboys. But I don't think so. I don't look. If he goes out there and looks good, great. You know what I mean? Maybe he's auditioning to make a roster somewhere else. I don't think that they would keep the young pup around over Nathan Peterman because of him being able to be that clipboard guy that can help Aiden and Gardner Minshew. You know, he'll be like the Brian Hoyer of this season. You know what I'm saying? A guy that can help these guys, you know, with their playbooks and so on and so forth. So I think that maybe he makes this roster, shockingly. You know, I thought he was going to be more of a training camp body type guy. But, I mean, Hug, if he goes out there and performs well, maybe he does find a spot. Maybe you stash him on the practice squad and you try to develop him a little bit. But I don't see him making the roster over Nathan Peterman because of the familiarity in this system and the veteran leadership that he can provide, even though I know he's bounced around the league a little bit. You know what I mean? 3 teams. It's kind of nasty work. I believe 4 touchdowns to 15 picks, somewhere around that. Yeah, Nathan Peterman's not the greatest quarterback, but he does know this system. Let me see. Free thinker. Yes, definitely, man. After my son's football game, I will be home watching whatever's on. Yes, definitely. I need my dose, man, of football. And I'm thinking about getting YouTube TV today, man, so I can actually do the whole Sunday, was it Sunday ticket thing or whatever, so I can watch every game live and in living color. Is it worth it, y'all? For anybody that has a Sunday ticket, is it worth it to get it? It's expensive as shit. But I'm thinking about doing it. True Raider podcast, we did not. We talked about it on the AFC West roundtable a little bit. I like DTR. That was a guy that during that draft process, when I did a lot of mock drafts, I had us taking him in those later rounds, the young kid out of UCLA. Cleveland is flirting with the idea right now of moving their second year guy in Cleveland. He played some starter minutes for him last year. They got JMO, they got Winston out there. They got a shit ton of quarterbacks. So I know that a few teams are interested in bringing him in, but I don't think that we're one of them. I don't think that we're one of them at all. And I like DTR, but I don't think that he's a guy that fits what Luke Getsy's trying to do. But would be interesting, depending on what they would want from him, want for him. That'd be an interesting name to keep an eye on, but I don't think that DTR is going to be a Raider. Love his skill set, though. Watched him very closely at UCLA. Only worth it for your team if your team is out of market. And that's what I'm saying. I live in Dallas, so I may have to do it. And I love Stream East and all that good stuff, but there's always a lag. It's always behind. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that I do these live stream watch parties and I'm 2-3 plays behind you guys. I'm seeing you guys in the comment section. Oh, y'all celebrating. I'm sitting over here like, damn. You know what I mean? I might just have to do the Sunday ticket. Let me see. Salute to you guys as always. Yeah. I believe he's a local kid too, right, Graham? Yeah, he's a Vegas kid. Definitely believe that he's from the area. You can turn the delay off on YouTube TV. Daniel, then there you go. I might just have to just bite the bullet, man, and just go ahead and get it. I already pay YouTube. I don't have to watch commercials, so I might get it. Okay. Ira, if you do, bro, let me know. Let me know, what it looks like. Let me see. We talked about Carter Bradley, you guys, getting the start against the 49ers tomorrow night. Looks like Nathan Peterman will be the guy to close out the last preseason game. We talked about Jackson Powers-Johnson being held out of tomorrow's game. They're not going to rush him out there, but he is expected to be ready week 1 against the Chargers. We also talked about 3 guys pushing for those 1 or 2 spots. Salute to Levi Edwards for the great notes on Twitter. Christian Wilkerson, Terrell Bynum, and Jalen Guyton fighting for those last 2 spots. It's going to be interesting to see, man, who can make the tail end of that depth chart as a wide receiver. We also talked about open practice. Max was out there cooking, pick 6 against Gardner Minshew. We talked about Nate Hobbs. Had a foot injury, was out a little bit, and came back in to finish up practice. Then yesterday he did not play. Palomal was the guy to go out there and get those starter minutes at the nickel spots. So it's going to be interesting to see moving forward if, Nate deals with anything out there in terms of injuries, if Palomal is going to be that guy. Also, man, I brought up the idea of bringing Tyler Hall back, you guys, a guy that is very familiar with this system and played under Patrick Graham these last few seasons as a Raider. So salute to JJ. Don't get the NFL Sunday ticket. Some games were blacked out. Go with the NFL Plus for $6.99, I want to say. I'm going to look into it. JJ, salute to you on a $5 special. Definitely want to look into it, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you. Hug says Sunday ticket usually only blacks out a game if it's available in your local market. That was my experience. Okay. Yeah, S-Dot. Yeah, Hall was cool. Let me see. YouTube looks good. Fast. I've never had a problem, House Junkies, with YouTube up to this point. Let's see. YouTube TV has been a blessing, man. Last season, I actually covered all the games off of YouTube TV, but it wasn't as expensive, last season as it is this year. It's actually kind of crazy. Get some questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun. I wanted to bring up something real quick, man. real quick. Once again, also, we talked about it earlier, but happy birthday to our guy, Max Crosby. I shared this picture today, you guys. This is one of my favorite pictures. My son says that this is one of his favorite days ever. Look at this picture, man. That is phenomenal. I gotta put this in a frame and I gotta put it in the man cave. I mean, that picture is goated. My son, man, in the Max Crosby, Denzel Perryman, and Von Miller. Come on, man. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that, man. One of the greatest pictures I think I've ever seen in terms of my family being involved, man. Salute to Ty. What can I get to watch my West Coast games here? You could do the Stream East. Ty, is free. It's free. Just go to Stream East. And there may be a little lag, a play or two, which is expected for free streaming services, but just do that. Go to Stream East. Salute to my guy Ty, man. Hey Ty, I'm thinking about coming up there, man, for week 3 and doing a bar anticipation, man, the Carolina Panthers game. What you think about that, man? What do you think about that? I'm thinking about flying out there, me, Hammer, and Wasted, and covering that game 3, first home game against the Carolina Panthers out there out there in New Jersey on the shore, man. We had fun last time. I'm thinking about it. Salute to LM Graphk. You don't need to pay for Sunday ticket. Just get one of those free streaming boxes. If you know, brother. I got the hookup on all games and pay-per-view. Man, send me something, LM. Send it to me on Instagram or Twitter where you got it from. Please send me where you got it, and I'm grabbing that for sure. Salute to LM. Appreciate you, man. And we got all their autographs, and also we have another picture with Micah Parsons as well in the picture. I can't find it though. I got to go find that picture, but he got my Raider hat signed by Von Miller, Max, Denzel Perryman, Michael Parsons. It was a phenomenal day, man. Let me see. I'm going to stop that real quick. All right. Pause for the cause, you guys. Boom, boom. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, what are y'all waiting on? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 30,000. Nose ring, no booger, y'all. Nose ring, no booger. Salute to Q. Not a question, but Tyree needs to play the whole game tomorrow. I agree. He needs all the PT he can get, and crack streams is better than Stream East. Okay. I like that, Q. Well, I'm not talking about Tyler Hall playing safety, bro. I'm talking about him getting some reps at the nickel spot. You know, if we're dealing with Nate Hobbs, you know, if there's an injury or two. I'm not talking about Tyler Hall coming in and playing minutes at the safety position. I'm just talking about complete the nickel corner. That's it. Salute to Q. Can't cut him yet, you guys. It's too early, man. It's too early to move on from Tyree like that, man. Come on, man. Come on. All right, y'all. Boom. I want to ask you guys your take on this, okay? Because I think this is absolutely disgusting. Salute to our proud sponsor. Once again, this show is powered by BetUS. If you guys want to get 125% off, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000 in the fastest payouts in the industry, make sure you do head over to BetUS. The link will be in the comments section pinned, and it will also be in the description. I want to get you guys' take on this. This is nasty work. Take the over on this all day. For all my gamblers out there, make sure to put up a couple dollars on it. This is easy money. This is a lick, y'all. They have Christian Wilkins at 4.5 sacks. He had 9 last year in Miami. We have Malcolm Kuntz on one edge coming off a major season. Max Crosby right next to him. Adam Butler, John Jenkins. You know, the list goes on at the DT position. Take the over. I don't know what the hell they got going on over here. 4.5. That is disrespectful. I have Christian Wilkins actually having a career year this year and having his first year with double-digit sacks. Somewhere 10.5, 11 sacks. Easy money, y'all. make sure you go over to BetUS. The link will be in the comment section. And once again, it will be pinned and it'll also be in the description of this video. Salute to BetUS. As always, we are not done yet. We're just paying some bills.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
Yeah, that's nasty, man. 4.5. What are we doing here? I mean, what are we doing? That sounds like, yeah, Dan, that sounds like John Jenkins or Adam Butler numbers. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? You pay a guy over $100 million, all pro type talent, top 10 defensive tackle in the league, to come over here and get 4.5. That's a lick. That is a lick, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, head over to BetUS and put that bread in. Look, I'm doing it myself. You know, they sent me some things that I can work. I'm betting on that all day. And I'm not even a gambler. Easy money. Easy money. Get some questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. We're going to do an hour-long show today. And if there's anything to cover tonight, we definitely will. But get a few questions in, man, before we get out of here. Yeah, blasphemy. Blasphemy. Nasty, nasty work out here, Jump Wall. It's disgusting. Disgusting. AP facts. Salute, salute. All of a sudden, he's not a DT because he's a Raider. Ryan, this is facts. This is facts. You know how it goes. The Raider effect, baby. You come over here, and your expectations just drop mightily. It's nasty work out here. Oh, Hug, my bad, brother. My bad. My bad, brother. Salute to the Mob Father himself in the building. Appreciate you on a $10 holla, man. Raider Nation's little story. There used to be a journeyman quarterback drafted by the Patriots and sent to San Francisco before becoming a Super Bowl champion with the Raiders. Let's hope Guard Dog follows this man. The Plunkinator. The Plunkinator. Hug. We call him Bush Plunkett. Babe, I'm live. I'm live. I'll call her back. For those who've seen the show with me and Stu, we call him Bush Plunkinator. Real ones know. If you've been around this show for a while, you will understand what we're talking about. The Bushmaster himself, Jim Plunkett. salute to Hug D's, my dog, man. Hey, nasty work. Nasty work. I'm telling y'all, just search Graphk Raiders, Stuart Schweiger, Jim Plunkett. And y'all, if y'all haven't seen that video, I'm telling y'all now, you're gonna lose your shit. You know what? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on. Y'all not ready for this. Y'all are not ready for this, man. Salute to my brother Stu and also salute to my brother Murph. I got to show y'all this video, man. This shit is comedy gold. Hold on. Y'all prepare to start just crying right now. Here we go. Boom. All right. Hold on.
That game, and Cooper will. We're showering again. We're in a different shower, so we're showering with like the coaches, and Plunkett was part of the radio crew. Plunkett came in that motherfucking shower, dude, and me and Cooper were like, his bush was fucking. We were like, what the, like, me and Cooper were like, what the fuck, dog?
70s porn, 70s porno, 70s porno.
Bro, I love my plunk. God, doesn't that shit get caught in your zipper? I mean, that's got to be uncomfortable, bro.
Hey, what's funny? Oh my God, bro. Salute to Stu. We got to get Stu back. I was talking to him last night. That shit was hilarious. Yo, he said, don't that shit get stuck in your zipper? Salute to Gio, man. Got a life-changing interview in an hour. Wish me luck so I can put my Raider profile pic back. Ha. Much love and respect to the nation. Raiders, man. Salute to Gio, man. You don't need any luck, man. You got God in your corner, man. You got your Raider family in your corner, man. No luck needed, brother. Go out there and secure that bag. Secure that bag, Gio. Secure that bag, man. No luck needed, man. Salute to my guy, Gio. Yo, oh my God, that was one of the funniest shows ever, man. Salute to Murph and salute to Stu once again. Let me see. Free thinking, we're working on it, brother. We're working on it, man. Definitely. You know, I always pay it forward when it comes to my brothers and opportunities and all that good stuff. House Junkies, we need linebackers that are going to stop the run. If not, it's going to be a long season. Well, I mean, when you have one of the better defensive lines, House Junkies, in the NFL, I'm not too much worried about that second unit. And I'm not worried about Spillane playing the run, you know what I mean, at all. You know, am I a little worried about Divine Diablo? Definitely. I think Tommy Eichenberg he can play the run at a high clip. You know, Luke Masterson ain't no punk in the run game. You know what I mean? So I'm not too much worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. I think we'll be fine, especially with that phenomenal defensive line that we have. That first level of our defense is going to be great. That's going to be our bread and butter of this team. Do Ray. Let me see. But yeah, man, salute to you guys. Once again, coming up on an hour. I wasn't going to do a long show today, you guys, because I got a lot of things I got to work on. We do have 5 shows already lined up. We have the Graphk Wasted Sanjit show, the 12 personnel show tomorrow. We have the watch party, me and Hammer, for the game tomorrow. We have the Saturday reaction show on Saturday, and then we have the Graphk and Wasted show Sunday, season preview, talking about week 1 with the Chargers. So you already know we are definitely action-packed this week, so stay tuned for that. Graphk, have you talked to Tim Brown lately? No, I haven't. Outside of a few interactions on Twitter or Instagram, I haven't. I know that my wife was texting back and forth with his wife, you know what I mean? But I haven't. I know the girls probably were talking back and forth, but I haven't spoken with him. Outside of a few, like I said, interactions on social media. Collado says, when did you become a Raider fan? My entire life. I was born into it, family. Born into it. Hey, Rogue, I'm a Raider. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, I was born a Raider. My entire family were Raider fans. Yes, S. Dot, I got you. We're definitely going to talk about the offensive line with our brother, Sanjit. Definitely. I want to talk to him about those reps that Dalton Wagner put out there at the end of the games. I want to talk about Colton's return, you know, what he's seen with Mumford up to this point. Dylan Parham, you know, the struggles with him. I want to talk to him about that. So we're definitely going to be breaking down that O-line a lot. Free thinker, I got you. Salute to the almost 700 people still rocking in the building. LV, man, thank you, man. I just brought you up to Tiff the other day too, man. She said LV is my guy. So we'll be out there sometime, maybe once this season. If I go up to Jersey, I think I'm gonna bring her out there with me to bar anticipation as well. So, you know, I'm gonna be moving and shaking this year. And when I do, I'm bringing my beautiful bride with me for sure. He said, y'all were here. You know what I'm talking about. Booty Hole Show made me cry laughing. That was the introduction to Wasted. Me, him, and Stu. I was in the hotel room in Austin. Real ones know. But once again, you guys, coming up on an hour, I'm going to get out of here. OakLosVegas.com. Go get you some drip. Also, salute to our proud sponsor. This show is powered by BetUS. Make sure to go over to BetUS, get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. Salute to them once again. And as always, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me. On the way out, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We will be active all week long. And if anything happens tonight, I will be here to cover it, man. So, and Wasted will be live tonight as well, doing a solo show. Make sure you pull up on Big Bro. Love y'all. I'm out. Fun.
Get that in.